I was once a colony, silenced, starved, and divided. That's why I speak when others are crushed.
I was built from the ashes of war to protect nations from ever falling under tyranny again.
But not all wars are declared by enemies. Sometimes power silences peace, and justice becomes a casualty.
And sometimes, silence invites destruction. I don't provoke war, I prevent it before it reaches your doorstep.
I've seen what unchecked power does. The British once called their rule Order 2, but it broke us.
And I've seen nations fall when they stood alone. My strength lies in unity of 31 countries watching each other's back.
But do all those voices truly speak freely? Or do alliances sometimes blur what's right and wrong?
Without alliances, small nations become easy targets. Together, we show that an attack on one is an attack on all.
I want protection too, but not at the cost of silence. When injustice spreads, justice should be louder than weapons.
Then maybe we need both your voice and my shield. World where peace speaks loud, but is never unguarded.
But I want a competition between the two of us.
Competition? What competition? And how competition?
A contest in which we will ask all the countries which country would support you and which country would support me.
Okay, let's see who supports me and who supports you.
Let's NATO announce to the whole world that you and me are going to compete.
Hello all countries, listen carefully to the announcement. Ireland and NATO are going to compete. Countries that support Ireland will go to Ireland and those that support NATO will go to NATO.
But before I start the challenge, I hope you guys have subscribed to my channel, because I know my audience loves me. Am I right?
This will be known only if your audience shows love.
Let's start today's challenge. I lived through the pain of apartheid, so I know what injustice looks like. Back then, Ireland stood bravely with us in South Africa, and much of the world stayed silent. Today, I stand with Ireland as it shows that same courage by supporting the people of Palestine. History remembers those who stand for justice, not those who turn away.
I'm the backbone of NATO, not just in name, but in action. I give the most funding, lead major missions, and protect the alliance with real strength. Ireland may speak out on global issues, but when allies are threatened, it's me who takes the hits and stands on the front lines. Talking is easy, defending peace takes real power.
I stand with Ireland as we speak up for Palestine, not out of hate, but out of a deep respect for human dignity. Every person deserves the right to live free, safe, and with justice, no matter where they are. This is about standing against oppression, not against any people. Silence helps the oppressor, but we choose to raise our voice.
I was one of the key nations that helped create NATO, building a shield of unity after a world torn by war. While Ireland often reflects on painful parts of history, I choose to look forward toward a future where we stand strong together. Through strength, partnership, and constant readiness, we protect what we've built and prepare for what's ahead.
I stand for peace talks over war because dialogue brings hope where violence only spreads pain. Ireland's voice may seem small, but it echoes the feelings of millions who believe that justice and freedom deserve to be heard. Silencing truth never brings peace. Only through honesty and fairness can real peace begin to grow.
My history has taught me the value of peace, protection, and preventing suffering before it begins. That's why I support NATO, not to fuel wars, but to stop them from ever starting. Peace isn't just the absence of war. It's the presence of strong alliances that deter conflict. I believe in guarding stability before chaos takes root.
I challenge the silence that allows injustice to grow because staying quiet helps the oppressor. Ireland has always spoken up, even when others stayed silent, and that courage matters. We believe peace doesn't come by waiting. It comes by applying pressure and standing firm. Real change begins when voices rise, not when they hide.
I believe in the power of diplomacy, in solving conflicts through dialogue and respect. But I also know that true peace needs protection, which is why I stand with NATO's strength. Defense and diplomacy aren't opposites, they work together to keep the world stable. Without strength, peace becomes just a fragile hope instead of a lasting reality.
As the world's largest Muslim democracy, I proudly support Ireland's brave stand for justice and human dignity when innocent lives are at stake. Human rights must come before political alliances or global power gains. Speaking the truth may be risky, but staying silent is far worse. In the end, it's our values, not our TIs, that define who we are.
I provide funding for both humanitarian aid and military support because global security is complex and demands balance. I back Israel and NATO's strategic goals, but I also recognize the urgent need for compassion and civilian protection. Supporting allies doesn't mean ignoring human suffering. Real leadership means pushing for strength with a conscience.
I try to balance both sides in a complicated conflict, but my support for Palestine's statehood has been clear for years. I believe people deserve freedom, dignity, and a homeland of their own. That's why I respect Ireland's honest voice. It takes courage to stand for justice when it's not easy. True peace begins with truth.
I may not be a NATO member, but I'm deeply connected to their mission and values. We regularly share intelligence, join military drills, and align on key defense strategies to keep our region safe. Cooperation like this builds trust and strength without needing formal membership. In today's world, unity matters more than titles.
My streets overflow with support for Palestine, just like Ireland's, because people care deeply about justice and human rights. We've seen that lasting peace doesn't come from weapons alone. It comes from voices bold enough to speak the truth. When nations rise together for what's right, the world begins to listen. Compassion is a force stronger than silence.
As threats rise across Asia, I'm strengthening ties with NATO allies to protect our shared future. From advanced cyber agreements to powerful security pacts, we're building a shield of cooperation. In a world full of shifting dangers, survival means staying connected, prepared, and united. Peace depends on how strongly we stand together.
This brother became the comment winner of our today's video. His comment had the most likes. The comment winner for our next video will be the one with the most likes on that video comment. Now hurry up and get more likes by making lovely comments and be the comment winner of our next video. I hope that people will like this video. If you like it, please like this video and share it with your friends. And tell me in the comments which countries you want to compete in the next video. Thanks for joining the Eagleballs community. We're happy that you liked this video. If you want more engaging content that makes Eagleballs fun and accessible, subscribe now and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. You will love me, I will love you. See you next time.